We are live. This is Reseller Wake Up episode 176. It's Monday. It's technically the first week of October, or is this the second week of October? Does it count if it's not Monday when October starts the week before?
I don't know.
It's the first full week of October. Let's put it that way. Let's just squash the.
You muted yourself.
176. Yeah, that was an accident. My bad.
Oh.
I'm having all kinds of crazy difficulties here. All right. Yeah, that's what happens when I don't put my headphones on, but I don't feel like messing with them.
I'll survive.
See how this goes. I can always throw them on if I have to. But yeah, pretty good weekend. I didn't do anything even remotely reseller related though. But what about you?
I did a little bit. I listed some things on. Let me see. I guess I only listed a few things on Saturday, and I listed like 2 things yesterday morning, and that was about it.
Yeah, let's see what I do. Friday, I obviously worked all day, and then, just went out and did stuff, right? All night, Friday night, all day Saturday. Like Saturday was crazy, and then most of the day yesterday, I was busy too, and it was just out doing personal stuff. But
yeah, I was just working on some things that I had already had pictures of from the other, like I took pictures of on Friday. So I was getting those listed, and then I was trying to help my nephew like with his homework, and I'm not good at that, and he's not good at it. I mean, I'm good at homework, but I'm not good at like helping somebody that's not good at homework. I'm not a teacher.
Yeah, you are no tutor.
I'm not.
That's one of the reasons why my kid is in public school, because even though maybe it's not that great, but I'll tell you what, they can do a better job than I can. And
yeah, I'm not a hand holder. I'm just like, go do it. And when they can't, I'm like, I don't know what to do, because I'm like, there's a reason why I don't work in tech support. There's a reason why I'm not in the education system. There's a reason why, like, I'm not good at those things.
Yeah, well, technically you're in the education system, not the system.
I know, but I still don't think I'm good at it. Like, and I'm not good at explaining things in simplified forms. Like, I'm like basic level things. I'm like, you should just know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not helping you with that.
Fair enough. I went garage sailing Saturday just because I had a few minutes. I didn't go garage sailing. I was driving somewhere, and I didn't have to be there for like half an hour. So I just hit garage sale treasure map, and it's like, okay, there's like 5 of them within a couple minutes. I can just like hit these. I made a little route and went. None of them, not a single freaking one of them was there. I was like, what the hell? This has never happened before.
There's these people that put up signs all over the neighborhood last weekend that said like yard sale now, and they were everywhere. Like they probably put up like 30 signs. They're still up that say yard sale now. Like, I'm just like,
anytime I see that, it's like, yeah, like if I used to do garage sales by signs, and I guess I still do a little bit, but mostly I just use garage sale treasure map. And I'm like, when I was doing it all the time by signs, anytime I'd see that, I would just want to stop and rip down the signs that I saw from last week, and then go to the person's house and like throw it on their porch or something, or throw them.
It didn't even say the address. It just had arrows.
That's the worst.
It was 30 arrows.
You're just like driving around and you see another arrow. It's like, oh, must have missed it.
Yeah.
Damn it, where is this thing? 30 minutes later, you're like, oh.
I have no things. Yeah.
Where's the?
I don't garage sell anyway.
Yeah. I've been doing it more and more. I mean, honestly, you can't beat the insane deals that you get at garage sales. There's just no way. Just because there's so many people that are like, I just want it gone. And, as long as you find those, then, I mean, if I get somebody that's haggling with me trying to get, like, the prices seem high anyway, or they're just like, I don't know if I can do 20. I mean, I'm asking 30. It's like, really, dude? All right, I'm out of here. But I mean, most of the garage sales I'm looking for are like, how much for everything? I don't know. Make me an offer. Fill up a bag.
I'm just highly unmotivated to do those kinds of things. It's just like my husband, I told you he's working on that. He's working on a house and like the garage is full of things and they're about to like take all the things to the dump. And so like I just kind of walked around there like Friday and I pulled out some Nerf guns and stuff and I pulled out like some printer toner and like a haunted house inflatable thing. And then I was like, eh. And that was it. Like I could totally go over there like right now and like dig through the other half of the garage, but I'm just like, eh. I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, I still do that. Like,
that's like a free garage sale, you know, like basically.
Yeah, I mean, I do that at garage sales. I'll get bored of looking at their stuff. It's like, okay, wow, I'll get a really good deal on something, and I still won't finish looking at everything, you know.
Yeah, I got to work on my drive.
I kind of pick and choose a lot, like the stuff that I really want, but I don't know. I wouldn't get awesome deals like $1 for this watch. It's like $100 G-Force. Boom.
So did you ever end up getting that when you go to list an item, did your page ever end up looking like that one that I posted the picture of where it shows what you can list your conditions as and what you can't?
Yep.
Okay, good.
I think it's switched over to everybody.
Like, stupid. I was like, look at this. Does anybody's look like this? No.
That's a weird thing about Amazon though. Like when you're listing stuff, FBA, or when they change Seller Central or they change any of the pages on Seller Central, they don't tell anybody. They'll just start rolling it out gradually to people. You know, it's like you'll have one page and I'll have a totally different page on my account.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
See, I found these in the garage. They're like $20-something on Amazon. They're brand new in the box.
Oh yeah, I got some of those like probably 6 or 8 months ago, and I got like $100 for them.
Why? They're 20-something now.
I know. Well, it wasn't exactly that. It was the furniture movers, but it was weird because there were like 8 little sliders in a blister pack, I think. And I look up the UPC and I'm like $99. You got to be freaking kidding me. That's stupid. But I put them up for $99 and they sold in like a week. And then I looked up all the other furniture sliders and none of them were even close.
That's weird. Hey, have you ever had I was listing an item and it came up saying that I couldn't list the item. It was a baby product and I'm approved for baby, you know. And it like basically said like, "Oh, well, you're not approved for this category." And I clicked on it and it was like, "You can't sell that." And then I contacted seller support and they're like, "Oh, you can't sell that on that listing because it's discontinued by the manufacturer." And I was like, "Well, but I've done that before. Like I have products right now that are at Amazon that say discontinued by manufacturer."
Not a baby product, you don't. The problem with baby products,
I do too. It's some bottle inserts. They're there.
There's, if you say so.
I can show you.
Okay, you can show me, but I mean, I would say you were lucky that you can still sell on that listing.
Because, yeah, she told me I had to make a brand new listing.
Why would you make a brand new listing?
That's what she said. She said you cannot sell on that listing. It's showing discontinued by manufacturer.
Okay, how about, is the item discontinued by the manufacturer?
Yes.
Well, then why would
they don't make it anymore?
Sell a baby product? I don't know. I'm just weird about baby products.
It's not discontinued because it's recalled. It's discontinued because they don't make it anymore.
I know, but if a recall comes up, then you have no recourse. You know what I mean?
They just don't make it anymore. It's a baby book with a night light. It's basically it's like a little timer, so that way you can keep track of your baby's feedings. And it's a log for baby feedings and baby changings and things like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like it's baby medicine.
Well, no. But I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a plush baby toy. I mean, you know.
The baby doesn't even touch it. It's like a nursery item.
I'm very weird about baby stuff.
So what she told me was that I had to make a brand new listing for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would you want me to muck up the catalog with another listing when there already is one?
Here's the question that I have. Why would they ask you to make another listing when they're telling you that you can't sell that item because it's been discontinued by the manufacturer?
That's what I'm saying.
because it's still going to be discontinued by the manufacturer if you make another listing.
Right. So but those were the instructions that I got about that. I didn't do it. I just went ahead and put it on eBay.
That's what I would do. I mean, I'm a lot less weird about selling baby stuff on eBay just because they expect it to be coming from secondhand. But even on Amazon,
yeah, it was new. It wasn't a used product anyway. It was a new product. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't like selling baby stuff, period. I mean, I'll do it if it's good money, but I mean,
yeah, like those bottle liners that I bought recently, those are discontinued by the manufacturer. And there's plenty of people selling them on the listing.
Oh.
And it didn't flag me out on those.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with like pet veterinarian stuff, you know, like the flea and tick collars and the flea and tick like treatments and everything. I've done really, really well with those over the like last year or so, but you got to be careful when you're selling that kind of stuff because it'll get flagged eventually. And when it does, if your listing is active, whether you have any inventory left on it or not, you just have to have a SKU in the system. They'll send you an email like, hey, get this fixed, get this deleted, remove this remove this from your inventory, or you're gonna get dinged or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, that was like that flea stuff that Ronnie was selling, and I was just talking about that this morning. Because somebody else had bought some different flea stuff, and I was like, hey, you have to be careful with those. Because I had bought them back in April, a whole bunch of them, and made a buttload of money, like sold them really well, really quickly. And then he found some like 2 months later, and they flagged out of the system. Like they flagged out as hazmat, and they flagged out of the system, and he never could do anything with them. And so I think he had to just have them returned.
That's one thing. But I mean, I've never had that. I've always had no problem selling and listing and sending in that stuff. But like my very first the very first retail arbitrage home run that I ever did that I can remember, I went to Walmart and I picked up like 16 of these. It was the exact same one, and it was like $6 a box, and they sold for $60 a box, and they were ranked like under 1,000 on Amazon and pet stuff. So I went and sent them in, and they sold like that. I mean, they were gone in a week. But then everybody was like, "Oh yeah, you gotta be careful with that." So now, whenever I find that stuff, like I just make sure that I can send it in before I buy it, because you get stuck with it, like you said. And as soon as it tells, you got to delete the listing completely.
Unfortunately, like he had already bought them and already sent them in by the time they flagged out. So I was like, oh, that sucks.
But you got to be careful of that for sure. But I've heard of people like getting in big trouble, like losing their accounts for selling that kind of stuff. So I'm always really, really leery. Wasn't it Gem Card? Was it? I don't remember. But yeah, it's a pretty slow Monday morning, I think. Here, Ronnie's in the chat. We're asking where everybody is. Yard Sale Hunters in the chat. We got Modern Hustler, OG Picker. There's Angie Martin, Poplar Picker. Yeah, Angie Martin was on Chris Cerrone's show last night, I believe. I missed it. I was busy, but wasn't in front of my computer at all this weekend. But hope everybody's had a good weekend. Hope you're getting things rolling this morning. I know as soon as I get off of here, once I take my kid to school, I'm gonna change up my schedule starting this week. Most of the time, lately I've been like going to the gym in the middle of the day, and I've noticed that it's kind of turned in way too often. It turns into going to the gym, then either getting sidetracked on my way home by like friends that want to go grab lunch, or stopping at a couple of thrift stores on the way home or whatever. By the time I get home, it's 2:30, 3 o'clock. Then I've got to turn around and pick my kid back up from school right away. Then I got to get her home and take care of her and do my make dinner and just check everything that she went through the day. By the time the day's over, it's like I worked from 9 o'clock when I got off the show, or 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock from when I took my kid to school. I'll get like an hour in there, and then sometimes I'll end up like not doing anything else until like 7 o'clock at night. you know, and that's getting a little too out of hand because I'm not good at night. Once it gets dark out, I don't really feel like doing anything anymore. But I want to start just working through the day here and not leaving the house, and then once I pick my kid up, then from there go do all the fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reevaluate my time placement because talking about like my nephew and having to like help him with his homework and stuff, and that's something that's gonna take like at least an hour or more out of my evenings because he literally needs me to like sit there with him and like guide him through everything. So I'm gonna have to like I'm either gonna have to change my ways or I'm gonna have to let him fail. So that's not an option. So I gotta try to change my evening habits so that way I'm there at the table instead of in here in the room.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the nice things about kindergarten. It's not that important as far.
This is 7th grade.
Oh, geez, yeah. So he's actually getting a little older there.
Learning to do equations and science is getting harder and all this stuff, and I'm like, ugh.
You know if Danica's doing Profit Talk tonight?
I don't know. She hasn't said.
Yeah, I haven't heard
She
from
hasn't mentioned anything about it. I'm sure she is. I'm sure we'll get a message later today going, what are we going to talk about on the show?
Yeah. Yeah. What about besides, you know, helping the nephew out, what do you got planned for the week?
I got to keep working on eBay. I have a lot of stuff that is backlogged because they're things that I found whenever we did inventory that had like totally fell off into the eBay black hole. And I'm like, where'd they go? And why aren't they still listed? So I still have that stuff backed up. I've mentioned it before that I use Attaway to sync my eBay listings, and it keeps them all. So essentially all I have to do is go back in and copy and paste the titles and descriptions. I don't have to completely make brand new listings, but I need to make new listings for everything. So I need to sit down and go through it all. I was listing the stuff I had bought like the week before last. I still have a couple more things that need to get listed from that stuff, and then I'm going to move into the other items. So that's what I'm working on this week.
Yeah, I've got about
money.
I need money too. That'd be nice.
Money. I'm kind of broke.
Actually, I'm not bad on money. I'm bad on income. I need to get like the last couple of months have been really good. I just need to try to maintain that.
I'm at about half of where I want to be.
Yeah. I'm at where I need
to be,
but I'm going to have to double what I need to be at to get to where I want to be. Does that make sense? But yeah, eBay's picking up for me really good.
I'm going to punch my daughter in the head.
Don't say that. That's child abuse, and you don't want that.
Using my debit card to get Lyft rides, and it's making me angry. I'm like, she only lives 1.5 miles from the school. She needs to walk.
For real? What are you doing letting her take a lift from school?
I swear. That's my oldest one.
When I was her age, I was walking like 5 miles to school, uphill, both ways. Didn't matter how much snow was on the ground. Every once in a while, one of the nice girls from school that had a car might feel sorry for me and stop and pick me up. I don't blame them. But, no. We didn't have Lyft back in those days. What's up, Jake?
Sweeping dirt floors and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How's everybody doing?
Just hanging in there. Talking about the week, what we got planned.
I slept through what I had planned for today. It's bad. Like, for the past 2 weeks, I've been getting up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and starting by 4:30, 5 o'clock. And today it didn't happen.
Yeah, not for me either. My alarm actually woke me up at 5:30 this morning, which never happens. Usually I'm up at like 3.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, and then Deb like puts a message in the show chat like, "Oh, I was up at 4 o'clock." And I was like,
was.
"Thank God I wasn't up at 4 o'clock. I would not feel this good if I was."
I got up at 4. I got out of bed at 4:30, which is like unreal because I'm not a morning wake up person. Like, I don't like to get up early. But.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like getting up early, but over the past few weeks, I have found that I have been way more productive than whenever I don't get up until 8.
Well,
That's how I am.
Jeff Davidson had talked about this book that was called The Miracle Morning, which I don't think he ever actually read. But because when I asked him about it, he's like, "Yeah, I didn't read it yet." But he talked about it, so I actually
find it on my affiliate link right here.
Yeah, exactly. I actually bought the book and I had started reading it, but then I didn't finish it, and then I had joined like their Facebook group, so their posts keep coming up like, I got up at 5 and my life is fantastic, and I'm just like, you people are crazy.
What is wrong with you, crackhead?
Yeah, I'm like, you can get the same things done at 8 that you can at 5. You just move it down some, But actually, it was really nice. Like, I woke up and I did the little things that they wanted you to do, like write out like an affirmation and read something and do some kind of do journaling. And I did all the things that I was supposed to do, and I was like, this is awesome.
So basically, what you're saying is you just have to get on Facebook for like an hour every morning.
No, I was
reading something and journaling both at the same time.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It was great. And then I painted.
Really?
I got some paint by numbers. Brian told me to get some paint by numbers, and I was like, okay. And they came this weekend, so this morning I whipped it out and was like trying to.
You said you painted. I thought you meant you were like painting a room or something.
No, I was painting a flower.
Awesome.
That's awesome. What's up, Ronnie? How's it going, man? Ronnie.
It's going good. Can't complain.
That's good.
Almost finished shipping. I think I got like 3 things to go.
Yeah, I woke up this morning with 8 sales. It's like, they're on eBay, which that's been last week. I spent a lot of time listing those, so that makes sense. And this week, I think it's gonna be. I don't know. I really want to get another shipment into Amazon, but I was doing a lot of organizing for eBay last week, and now I'm just ready to post like 100 things this week. And I think I could get that much done if I wanted to. And it's all clothing. It's like suits and stuff, so it would be pretty good.
I wish I could list 100 things a week.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on. It's all about schedule, like we were talking about. It's like how you spend your time and like how much of it is. Find those gaps, especially if you work from home. Find those gaps in your day where you have no distractions, like where you don't even bother turning on the TV because it sucks. There's nothing on if you watch TV, or
I don't watch TV.
Like when your kids are at school, or when whatever. I don't know, but I feel like I'm just squandering the best gaps in my day most of the time. But that's why I like waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Because there's nothing else to do that early.
Right.
I either turn on my Xbox and sit there, or I get to work and I start grinding stuff out. And I feel like I just get so much more accomplished when I wake up that early. But I mean, the more I thought about it, it's like, there are other times of the day where I would probably be able to do get the same kind of like level of productivity. If I just
see there's no other time for me, because when I get done working and go home, well, if you ever really do get done working, but when I go home, like there's 1,000 things to do with the kids, and you gotta help with schoolwork, and then the wife has the honey-do list. Oh, I need you to do this, this, and this, and
yeah. Like last night, I was planning on getting at least like sitting down and doing something, but I got home around like 5 or 6 or something like that, and the house was trashed. So I'm like, all right. So I started cleaning, and then like 2.5 hours later, I was I was like just finishing up, and now it's 7 o'clock or whatever. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing I've really struggled with over time is like establishing a start and stop point to my workday. especially since I don't have anything else to do. But then now it's really important that I have like a stop time to my day. And then I started realizing, like, over the last probably year, I haven't really done anything like for my actual self, you know, like just spending time not working, not being a mom, not being wife, not being this, just being me, doing nothing important.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like really important to kind of get that time in, because you'll turn around and you're like, this sucks. You don't realize why you're...
do every day.
Yeah,
Well, I also feel like I'm kind of meandering a lot too. Like when I start really getting into my zone and I'm like knocking stuff out, then I'll kind of get off on something else, you know, because it's right there, it's at home. Like I said last night, I ended up cleaning for 2 hours, and I mean it just cut into some of that time that I thought that I'd probably be able to use, but since I have no schedule whatsoever and I basically just do stuff when I feel like it, then it just it makes it harder. I feel like you get a lot less done than you could if you really apply like a schedule. I mean, for you, Ronnie, it's easy for you, right? With the warehouse, you almost got like a 9 to 5, right?
Yeah, I mean, I get here most days during the week. I don't know, between 8 and 9. I mean, I will leave. Sometimes I'll leave it as soon as the mail comes. He comes around 12, picks up my packages, and I'm out the door. You know, I'll goof around and listen to a hangout, or, you know, it's just a reason to get out of the house, kind of, in a way. You know, the wife comes, she'll come a few days when she's done with school. Monday and Wednesday she has school, so she'll come after that and help out with, like, photographs and organizing a few different things. Like this past week, we didn't do nothing. I think one day I spent like my whole day at my friend's house. And, you know, other days was just busy. We reorganized some of the warehouse and went through and did some inventory and found like 30 things that weren't listed. So it was just like, hey, we found free inventory.
Nice.
Was it listed at one point?
Huh?
Was it listed at one point? That's what always pisses me off.
Yeah, it was listed at one point, but I know a lot of it has to do with, I did auctions a while back, and I've noticed a few of the shirts had to do with auctions that ended, and for whatever reason, I just never got around. I just forgot to relist them. And a few of them were just stuff that I think that either someone bidded on or won a listing, and I didn't have that automated pay as you buy the item. Yeah. So it just sat there, and then I forget to relist it later on.
I forget to do the unpaid buyer ones. Like, I forget to relist those because I end up archiving them because they still show up on my need to be paid list, and I forget to actually like relist them.
Yeah, it depends for me. Like the other day, I had a pair of Danner boots sell. They were $105 for a used pair of boots, and they were unpaid buyer. So like 2 days later, I hit the button. It's like, yep, I'm just gonna hit this as soon as I can. And they paid immediately. It's like, oh, and I always feel a little bit bad. Like, I wonder if that guy freaked out or got scared or something, and now he's gonna be mad at me or whatever. But I always want to send them a message when they do pay, like, thanks for paying. Just wanted to let you know that when we open up an unpaid buyer case, as long as you make your payment before the case is closed and it has no effect on your seller or on your eBay account, once again, thanks a lot for your business, something like that, just to put their mind at ease. Do any of you guys do anything like that, or do you just like, yeah, whatever, they didn't pay, they deserve to get scared?
I take a long time.
That's pretty much how I do it.
I take a long time to file. Like, it can be, I can wait a week to file on them. The stupid lady, she bought some Toms, and I waited like 8 days to open the case because I was just like, oh, you know, I wasn't paying attention. It closed out. Then she sent me a message saying, oh, I'm so sorry, I really wanted those shoes. I really want to buy them. And so then she did it again and didn't pay. And then it closed out. And then she sent me a best offer on Friday, and then she sent me a message saying, I really want to buy those shoes. I want to punch her in the face. She lives here locally. I can go find her. I know where she lives. Like, she lives in Austin. Like,
Well,
I want to
tell you
go
what.
throw the shoes with some rocks through her window.
Maybe you're gonna buy my product. Maybe you're gonna walk out of here in a body bag.
Yeah, I'm just like, I started typing out this message, you know, and I'm like, look, lady, you know, like, but I didn't. I just.
Yeah, here's a little pro tip. Anytime you have a situation like that and you start and you finish a message, step away,
Read it.
go breathe for 15 minutes, come back, reread it, and see if there's anything you might want to change.
Started off with, look, bitch.
Yeah, if that's how the message starts, then you might want to reevaluate the structure of the entire thing and edit a few of the more colorful points.
Yeah, apologize 3 times, even if you're cussing them out.
I'm really sorry to have to say this to you. I couldn't believe it. I was like, she sent me a message twice. And I'm like, she sent one at 12:30. I was like, are you drunk?
Probably exactly what happened. But I mean, you know, she really wanted him when she was so drunk that she saw him, forgot that she saw him, forgot that she messaged him, woke up or slept it off, woke up in the morning, found them again, and then sent another message, completely oblivious that she sent messages before.
I'm like, come on.
So it's probably a guaranteed sale, but.
I didn't even want her money. I was in the process of writing out that message. Like, look, you didn't pay twice. I don't even want to sell you these shoes.
Right.
But I didn't write that out.
Maybe it's just one of your YouTube stalkers. Probably what it is.
Hi! I don't have any YouTube stalkers. I'm doing pretty good. I have, fingers crossed.
I don't think I have any YouTube stalkers, but I don't know. Nothing crazy yet, but. Oh, Sue Sowen asked Angie, what's this You Were Great stuff about? She was on our show last night, so if any of you know who
She was on our show.
What's that?
I said the our show. Like, for some reason, it sounds like you say, like, our show.
Oh, the our show.
Yeah.
Our show. The our show. The R, the letter
It
R.
sounds like our show.
But yeah, she was on that yesterday, so go back and check that out. Man, today's gonna be interesting. So used to training early.
Are you doing it late today?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try for a week, just staying home all day and knocking stuff out. I really want to get everything set up so that I can move into my shop that I've been talking about for months. I think I've had it for like 3 or 4 months now, and I've been utilizing it. Like, I've been going there, I've been using it for storage and stuff, but I mean, I really need to make it work, you know? Either that or get the hell out of there.
I don't want
I know how to
to fishing lures.
Yeah, get rid of some of those fishing lures. That's the big problem. I just don't want to deal with all that crap. I keep looking at it, and all I see is like $2, $3, $1, $1, $2, $2, $3, and just the thought of trying to like get through all that stuff for just a couple bucks here and there.
Is it at least multiples of the same thing?
Yeah, I can do that if I want to. Like, I could make a lot of 20 bags of plastic worms, or a box of 30 reels or something like that, and I could probably get through everything fairly quickly and make a decent chunk in the process. But it's just overwhelming, especially for one person. I don't know. Like, if I had a helper, they'd probably be better.
Get you a fishing lure helper.
Yeah, there you go. I should find somebody that just likes to fish. It's like, hey, I'll hook you up.
I'll pay you in lures.
Come see what I got.
Lure them in with the lures. Do you like to fish? Have I got the job for you? No, you will not be fishing, but you will be involved in the fishing process.
Right? After a couple months, though, then that whole fishing thing is gone. And now you're dealing with used clothes and video games. How does that sound?
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, you guys remember Jason, right? The dude that he's got like 4 buddies and they all opened up that magic card shop?
Yep.
Yeah, that dude, he's got a lot of kids that come through his shop, so he's looking for somebody for me. Some little bit of cheap, nerdy labor. You know, nerds are the best, by the way, because they know how to type and they know how to. They have good grammar for the most part. So find you a nerd if you need a little eBay helper, somebody to.
Are you a nerd and you like to fish? But only a little bit.
Right. Yeah, I've got so many boxes of electronics in my freaking storage. I've got like probably about 24 boxes of broken Xbox 360s and PS2s and like PS3s in my storage that I keep telling myself I'm just gonna go in and like do $9.95 auctions on and just blow
That's
them
what
out
I
of
did
there.
this weekend. $9.95 auctions.
How many of those did you do? How did that do? Did you?
It's ending tomorrow.
Oh,
I have 16 ending, like with bids.
nice.
So we'll see how tomorrow goes. I have a lot of watchers, so
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll clear some stuff out, but I hate auctions.
I don't hate auctions if you do
It's
them.
because I'm not going to get the price that I want for them, obviously because I priced them low for the starting price, but that was the whole point.
It just depends on what you're selling. I mean, there are certain things that they will always go for the market value every time. Like if you put a PlayStation 4.
Yeah, but I don't have a PlayStation 4. I have a piece of crap.
I'm using this as an example, okay?
I have a bunch of shit.
You got a PlayStation 4 and you put it up for auction at 99 cents with free shipping, it will go for close to the retail price, maybe more, because when you factor in shipping and taxes, people are willing to pay a little bit more than every single time. You know, I mean, search the.
I'm just gonna keyword spam PlayStation 4 in all of my listings.
There you go. I mean, if you're selling like, I don't know.
I was looking for a PlayStation before, but then there was this tights listed, and I was like, "Ooh, those are cute," and so I bought those instead.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're selling a pair of Crocs sandals or something that are used, and you know, usually if you really held out for a long time, you might get $19.95 for them. Then maybe you're gonna have a little trouble getting those.
Who's in the used Crocs business?
I have no. I just. There's somebody. It's got to be. Let's see. Let's go check eBay. Let's see how many people are selling used Crocs.
I'm sure there's 1,000 of. I'm sure there's like. Listen. Oh wait. Before you check, guesstimate. Do your guess.
All right.
How
So
many there are.
before I check this, guys, I'm gonna go and look it up. Go ahead and post in the chat what your number of active listings you think it's gonna be for used Croc sandals.
Who buy? I mean, you could buy those at like Marshalls for $20.
I know, right? All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Anybody? We'll come back to it in a second.
Oh my God!
20,000 probably.
No way! Good Lord.
2,700.
No, hun, it's 22,600.
Holy shit.
What did you use?
Crocs.
Oh, I put in used Croc sandals.
Oh, I just put in Crocs, and they're called clogs. They're not called sandals.
I mean, if they're if they're new, I mean, there's probably a lot of people selling new Crocs.
No. These are used.
Oh,
the new ones are 78,000.
What's the-
Used are 22,600.
All right, so what's the sell-through rating on those?
Completed. Hang on.
Holy crap! Sold 5,848 listings.
Wait. I got completed. Hang on. Let's go sold.
Oh, I'm just looking under mine. Completed 9,341.
I had 117,000 completed. 56,666 used Crocs have sold in the last 90 days.
Jeez. But 107,000 have ended. So you're looking at what, like a 40% sell-through?
Yeah, about 40-50%. Yeah.
That's better than I thought it would be. Maybe I should look at used Crocs. Don't throw them away.
Oh boy.
Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. It was 31,094.
Yeah, I sold a pair of leather Croc boat shoes a few months back, and they were size 12. They fit me perfectly. I'm a 10. So I put them up as women's because obviously, I mean, it's women's size, even though they look like men's shoes. But is there a difference between women's and men's boat shoes? They're the same, right?
I'm going to keyword funky Crocs.
But anyway, this lady gets them, and she's like, these were men's shoes, and she returned them. I was like, they're not men's shoes. They fit me, and they're a size 12. They're not men's shoes. But I didn't bother relisting them because it confused me. That's the extent of my Crocs selling career. I got a Crocs hat the other day, and I started to list it. I'm like, why am I listing this? And then I just threw it away. This is a waste of my time. Why did I even take a picture of this thing?
I hate it when you do that. You've already taken the picture and everything, and you're like, what the hell am I doing?
This thing's like $8. And it'll sit for 6 months.
You could probably just put hat, and it would probably have sold that same day.
Right?
You have a picture and it says hat.
I threw it in my bulk hat pile. When I get like 10 hats, I'll put them all in one listing and then sell them just as is,
Make sure you have one Nike hat in there just so you can keyword it.
Oh, no, I've got 2 Nike hats in there right now.
Look at you.
Yeah. I got 2 Nike hats. I got a Disney hat in there. I got a Mickey Mouse hat. Yeah.
I want to do a social experiment, and I just want to take one blurry picture of like 100 items, and just take one blurry picture and just put like red shirt, extra large, brown bear, just different stuff, and just see how it goes.
Yeah.
I bet you it'd be like my #1 best-selling items.
Right.
Book. Like.
Book. Yeah, I've never gotten that crazy. I don't know.
I think it would be fun. I think it would be a nice social experiment to do.
Nice. Oh, wow. So I did $160 yesterday on eBay. That's not bad.
I didn't do nothing because I only have like I think 20 some odd buy it now listings up.
Oh yeah, I'm up to 155 listings now.
Well, I have 298 listings, but only 40 of them are fixed price.
The rest are all auctions?
Yeah.
So how many auctions do you have ending a day then?
258.
No, ending per day.
None. I have them ending tomorrow.
258 auctions are ending tomorrow.
Yep.
Wow.
Are you freaking nuts?
That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they all? But you said you only have 16 bids on all.
Only 16. Yeah, only 16 are ending with sales right now.
So far. That would, that's one of the. I thought about this, a reality show, like where you. Mini documentary type thing, where you find an eBay seller that's got like 500 or 1,000 listings or something. Maybe they're like work by themselves or they're on their own or whatever, and you put it up to them to. You get them to like change all their listings to like 99 cents, free shipping, auction style. They all end on the same day, and obviously you'd have to figure out some way to pay them or something. And no, this would be like for a TV show, so they'd get money for this to make up for the loss of sales that they would obviously have, and then you just document the week after that.
If I had a lot of money, it would be fun to go in and just buy all of somebody's stuff and make them freak the hell out.
Well, once they realize it's all going to the same place, I don't think it would be that big of a deal.
No, just send it to random other places. Just pick out addresses in the phone book and just send it to random people. They're like, why do I have these used Crocs?
Yeah. But then that defeats the purpose because they can just use eBay's policy to say, screw you, not sending that one.
Whatever, that's the shipping address. You have to ship it to the shipping address.
Well, yeah, but you only have one shipping address on your account.
You're ruining my fake idea.
It's not your idea anyway. It's my idea. You're just trying to steal it. Because I just said the same exact
thing. Okay, well, it's dumb.
My idea is better.
Whatever. Even like, whatever.
It would be hilarious though to follow somebody like that for a week. I mean, if I had 1,000 listings and they all ended on the same day, yeah, it would be nice to have that chunk of change in my PayPal account. However, I would have to ship 1,000 items in one day. I don't know how much fun that would be. But
Oh yeah, it was the same idea, wasn't it? Sort of.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, mine was better.
No, not even close. But maybe we could just collaborate, come up with something, like meet in the middle, and then we'll actually come up with an idea that works, and we'll be able to make the show. But yeah, that would be pretty fun. But that's basically what happened when I turned my repricer on Amazon. It's like when I had that $1,600 day on Amazon, I think I sold
Crazy.
hundreds of items sold in one day. I was like, if I had to ship all those, I would be flipping out. What would I do with myself if I had to do all that? That made me open my eyes to like the power of FBA and why people say that it is less work. Or I don't think that anybody actually. Okay, people say that it's less work, but they don't really understand what they mean when they say that, I guess. Or the people that hear somebody say that don't understand.
There's a big difference between throwing 30 things in a box and shipping it to Amazon and they ship it out for you than you having to ship those 30 things yourself.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. You do all the work up front and you're done. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. Like I can list 100 things on Amazon today, ship them all in, and drop them off on UPS, get on a plane, and go spend a month in Mexico, and not even sweat it. You know, I mean, obviously you got to keep up on like ASIN changes and all that other crap, but just make sure you don't like get banned for ignoring buyer messages. But I mean, there's still little things that you do have to do. But I mean, if I list 100 things on eBay today, you go to Mexico for a month. I mean, people will say, "Oh yeah, just do change your handling time. Nobody's gonna care." Blah blah blah. Oh, you gotta go, Deb?
Yeah, I gotta go pick up a trailer at 9.
All right. Well, have a good one. Might see you tonight on your show. Deb show. Danica show.
Yeah, Danica show.
So, but yeah, I mean, they'll tell you can change your handling time on eBay. You can change your vacation settings, do all this other stuff, but really, your sales are gonna go down. If you do that on Amazon, nothing changes. It's like you're sitting there shipping the stuff out yourself as soon as it comes in. You know, that's the difference between Amazon and.
Yep, and when you go away for that month, if you find something on the way, you could ship it in from the nearest post office and be done with it.
Exactly. Yeah, if you guys don't follow Scott Zilke, you gotta go check him out. Bama Z-Man, he just started his. He's going to the Chicago Ecom in a couple weeks, but he's going to do a 2-week road trip on the way there, basically like sourcing all the way there. At night, he's doing FBA shipments, sending everything into Amazon from his hotel, and then moving on to the next city, doing it again. And he's just spending like the next 2 weeks doing that until he gets to the Ecom. That guy, yeah. He comes on the show every once in a while.
That sounds like fun.
Be fun to watch if he remembers to make videos. Be interesting. Right. I wish I could do that because that would make such an awesome YouTube channel.
Does not sound like fun. I'm sorry.
Seriously?
It sounds.
No, you've seen Rakin do it. You know, I mean, what part of going to thrift stores all day and then going to a hotel room, putting that stuff together, trying to get it in boxes? I don't know. I mean, if I'm going to do that, I'm just taking the whole month off. I got a big enough truck. I got access to a 10-foot trailer. I'll tow the damn trailer, just throw things in there, and I'll worry about it when I get home, sending the stuff out. And, I mean, one day sourcing, I'm going to want to see stuff, too. I mean, that's another thing. Like, you know, if you're traveling around the country, there's so many damn nice things to see in certain parts of the country. Why would you not stop and go see, like, what was it? Rakin was close to Niagara Falls, and he didn't go to Niagara Falls. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, I went to Niagara Falls. I would not give that up for anything. I want to go again. You know, I just think that's, I don't know, I'm a traveling guy. I go away every year for a few months usually, or at least a month I take off, at least, if not longer. And I just like to go everywhere. I've been to Maine this year, Connecticut, Dominican Republic, Florida, all over New England. I just love going away and doing stuff, but there's no way I'm going to a hotel room and trying to print like 30 ups or having a dymo and setting all that stuff up inside, man. That's craziness. That's not for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once you get everything dialed in, then you just bust out your laptop, plug everything in, and you've got your station ready to go. Like, I could do it. And it wouldn't, I mean, I just have enough trouble sending in a 100-item shipment in one day as it is when I have all day to work on the shipment. But everything is a one-off for me. You know, I mean, if I was doing 10 of this and 15 of that and 20 of that and 5 of that and 3 of that, and that would be different. And especially if I'm doing, he's probably doing a lot of replans. He's shopping at the same stores wherever he goes and all that. So, I mean, I could see how streamlined it could get and how much faster it could get once you kind of have a system in place and you're doing it a certain way. Just the way that I do it takes the longest way possible to do an Amazon shipment. There he is. What's up, Scott?
Not much. I actually bought this Android tablet so I could talk to you guys.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nah, I do plan stuff. You know, I'm gonna go to different restaurants and I'm visiting family along the way. When my wife's with me, we take a day to sightsee. But the big thing about doing it while I'm out here is when I get home, I'm taking like 2 or 3 weeks off. I don't have anything to do when I get home for November.
That's awesome.
Nice. So you're just gonna work through September or December instead, and Christmas and everything. Then is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I decided was going up to Chicago anyway. You know, why not take a few weeks and see how much of this odd stuff I can find.
Nice.
Right on.
I will say that tablet has the best image and sound quality that I've seen from anybody else on the road so far.
Yeah, no doubt.
Most of the time, it's horrible.
It was a cheap LG tablet. It's like $66 on eBay.
Nice. Okay. Well, you've got it worked off of you're using your iPhone as a Wi-Fi hotspot then?
Yeah, it's got Sprint, but Sprint is terrible, so I'm just tethering it.
Okay. Cool. Hey, now I use Sprint. It's not that bad. Actually, it depends on where you're at. Sometimes it can be.
Depends on where you're at. Like T-Mobile's real bad over here too. You've got to have AT&T or Verizon, or you're just shot.
Yeah. Sprint is weird around here. It's like either you have 4 bars or no bars. It's either the place where you're at has a satellite or has an antenna in the back, or it doesn't, and you don't have service. But yeah. So where are you stopping first? Are you gonna be doing any videos as you go, or you said you're gonna start uploading those starting today, or when are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I've actually started a video for today, so I didn't forget this time. I brought everything to do it with. I'm gonna try to do it every night.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it. Should be fun.
I'm currently in Wildsville, Virginia, on the interstate. There's a 3.5-mile backup to construction.
So, in other words, you're backed up about 15 miles.
And I gotta go to the bathroom. This is gonna be bad.
Oh, that's the worst. So, are you by yourself?
Yeah, I'm by myself. My wife is flying to Philadelphia after Ecom Chicago to spend the last 6 days.
Okay, so you're going to be going to the actual conference by yourself then?
Yeah, she's had 2 back surgeries and she's got nerve damage in her back. She just can't sit. That's why all this driving, she didn't want to do the first half of it. So, but she wanted to sightsee in Philadelphia, so that's where we're going to do the 2 days she's there and then come home.
Nice. Yeah, that's probably the best thing that I can imagine about doing something like that. Not only are you generating an income as you're traveling on your trip, but I mean, like Ronnie said, if you're next to Niagara Falls and you want to stop, you can. But if you want to you don't have to either. I mean, if you're like Rakin and you're just I don't need to. It's right over there, but I'm too busy. Then you can do that too.
Yeah, watching Rankin's videos, he kind of made me cringe. He didn't have a Zebra or a Dymo printer, so he's touching everything 2 or 3 times. Everything piled in a car. I'm actually videotaping my van too, where I keep 4 boxes open. So when I buy stuff, I put it in the box, When I get to the hotel, it's already in the box. I just take it into the hotel, and then it gets shipped out of that box once it gets labeled up. So there's a lot less work if you put processes in place.
Right. Well, we talk about that on the show all the time, how important processes are. Schedule. I mean, the more that you plan everything and the more that you plan your day, the more ahead of it you are before you start, then the easier everything's going to be when you jump in and start doing it. You know, and I mean, it's got to be the same, especially like with a trip like what you're planning. I mean, it's going to be pretty ambitious. How much, usually when you're doing a trip like this, about how much product do you purchase a day?
I'm trying to generally run into. There's a couple heavy days like day.
You're breaking up pretty bad. I think you might have hit a. Sometimes with the tablets, you have to kind of like pop out and pop back in for some reason. Like they just get overloaded.
Which doesn't help.
Yeah. But all right. Well, it's about that time, guys. Though we do have to wrap this up. Go check out Scott's YouTube channel, Scott Zilke. I'll put a link in the comment section below when we get done with the show here. Reseller Wake Up's the morning Facebook group. You can go over there if you want to post any comments, suggestions, whatever about the show. I'm always checking over there and keeping tabs. And love to hear if you've got an idea for a show or a topic or whatever, something you want to hear us talk about. Feel free to post it up over there. You can also post in the comment section below. I'm Resale Ronin on Periscope, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all that stuff. So you can follow me there if you want. And yeah. Hit that subscribe button. I do how-tos every once in a while, and we do impromptu hangouts every now and then, and can't breathe. And yeah, that's the easiest way though to find out when I'm posting and stuff. And if you like the content, if you like the show, if you want to see more of it, then hit that thumbs up. Always helps us out. We'll see you all Wednesday morning, Bitcoin.